Get ready for the dictation on the count of 3, 2, 1, start. The rise of e-commerce has had a significant impact on local vendors. While e-commerce has made it easier for consumers to access a wider range of products and services, it has also created new challenges for local vendors who rely on traditional brick and mortar sales channels. One of the main challenges for local vendors is increased competition from e-commerce retailers. Online retailers can offer a wider selection of products at competitive prices, which can make it difficult for local vendors to compete. Additionally, e-commerce retailers can reach a much larger audience than local vendors who are limited by their physical location. Another challenge for local vendors is the cost of entry into the e-commerce market. Setting up an online store can be expensive, and many local vendors may not have the resources or expertise to do so. Even if they do set up an online store, they may struggle to attract customers due to the crowded e-commerce market. However, it's not all bad news for local vendors. Some local vendors have been able to adapt to the rise of e-commerce by offering online sales channels in addition to their physical stores. By doing so, they are able to reach a wider audience and compete with e-commerce retailers on a more level playing field. Local vendors can also leverage their unique selling points such as personalized customer service to differentiate themselves from e-commerce retailers. Additionally, many consumers are becoming more conscious of the impact of their purchasing decisions on local communities, which could drive more consumers to support local vendors. In conclusion, the rise of e-commerce has certainly presented challenges for local vendors, but there are also opportunities for those who are able to adapt to the changing retail landscape. It will be important for local vendors to find ways to compete with e-commerce retailers and leverage their strengths to stay relevant in an increasingly digital world. The impact of e-commerce on local vendors has been significant, and it has caused a fundamental shift in the way that business is conducted. As more consumers turn to e-commerce retailers for their shopping needs, local vendors are left to navigate a changing retail landscape. In this article, we will explore some of the ways that local vendors can adapt to this changing landscape and remain competitive in the e-commerce era. One of the most important things that local vendors can do to compete with e-commerce retailers is to embrace technology. This means not only setting up an online store but also investing in tools and platforms that can help them manage their business more efficiently. For example, there are now software solutions available that can help local vendors with everything from inventory management to shipping and fulfillment. By using these tools, local vendors can streamline their operations and reduce costs which can make them more competitive with e-commerce retailers. Another important strategy for local vendors is to focus on their unique strengths. One of the biggest advantages that local vendors have over e-commerce retailers is their ability to offer personalized customer service. By getting to know their customers and building relationships with them, local vendors can create a loyal customer base that will be more likely to support them even as e-commerce continues to grow. Local vendors can also leverage their knowledge of their local market to offer products and services that are tailored to their customers' needs and preferences. In addition to focusing on their strengths, local vendors can also look for ways to collaborate with other local businesses. By working together, local businesses can pool their resources and create a more compelling offering for customers. For example, a group of local vendors could team up to offer a shop local promotion where customers receive discounts or other incentives for shopping at multiple local businesses. This can help to create a sense of community and encourage customers to support their local economy. Another strategy that local vendors can use to compete with e-commerce retailers is to focus on sustainability and social responsibility. Many consumers are becoming more conscious of the impact of their purchasing decisions on the environment and their local communities. By emphasizing their commitment to sustainability and social responsibility, local vendors can appeal to these consumers and differentiate themselves from e-commerce retailers. For example, a local vendor could source their products from local producers or use environmentally friendly packaging. Finally, local vendors can look for ways to innovate and differentiate themselves from their competitors. This could involve creating new products or services that are not offered by e-commerce retailers or finding new ways to market their existing products. For example, a local vendor could use social media to showcase their products and engage with customers in a more personal and interactive way. In conclusion, the rise of e-commerce has presented significant challenges for local vendors, but there are also opportunities for those who are able to adapt to the changing retail landscape. By embracing technology, focusing on their unique strengths, collaborating with other local businesses, emphasizing sustainability and social responsibility, and innovating and differentiating themselves, local vendors can compete with e-commerce retailers and thrive in the e-commerce era. Ultimately, the key to success for local vendors will be their ability to build strong relationships with their customers and create a sense of community around their business.